Good morning, everyone. My name is Rabbi Lesser, Director of Pastoral Care here at Gurwin Jewish Nursing and Rehab. Hope everyone had a wonderful week. As we approach finally the week of Hanukkah, we're excited to have wonderful Hanukkah activities over the next week, wonderful Hanukkah food, and obviously with the menorah around the facility, it should be a wonderful sight to see. We'll begin this week's Oneg Shabbat with the singing of Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharis, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharis, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Asharis Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'achem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'achem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bo'achem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu, Nile Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu, Nile Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nile Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Teizchem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Teizchem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Teizchem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. This Sunday night is Hanukkah. We finally are here, the Festival of Lights. We will be lighting the menorah throughout the facility and throughout all the Jewish homes in the entire world. And this is a commandment, a mitzvah, which is one that unites everyone. So many people across the world are all going to be doing the same exact thing. There's very few times in the year we have an opportunity to combine together, to gather together with everyone else. Whether it's a Passover, the Pesach Seder, where everyone gets together and eat the Seder. Whether it's blowing the shofar in Rosh Hashanah. There are times where all Jews across the world gather together, but this is different. Because in those instances, they're in our home, they're in our house, they're in a synagogue. We have a Seder in our house, in our home. We blow the shofar in synagogue. And really, besides being in the synagogue, we don't get an opportunity to spread it to others who may not have that opportunity to perform those mitzvahs, to perform those acts of God. By Chanukah, the menorah, there's a special commandment. And although the commandment is to light the menorah in your house, we know we put it by the window. And if someone walks by and they did not light their own menorah, but they see your menorah, they could also make a blessing on the menorah. It's the only time we find where other people can see what you are doing, you're fulfilling a commandment, and they can recite the blessing as well. Because when they see the light, they get inspired as well. And that's what Hanukkah is about. It's about not only inspiring each and every one of us, inspiring us in the way that remembering God takes care of us, but to inspire others, which is why this makes this holiday such a special holiday. In the winter, when it's cold, when people are feeling down, it's dark, you have an opportunity to spread light and to inspire others. Likra Shabbat Chuvin Elchagi Mekor Avirocha Meirosh Mikerem Nesuchas of Maseh B'machshavas Chila Lecha Di Likra Skala Pnei Shabbat Nekavelo Likra Shabbat Chuvin Elchagi Mekor Avirocha Meirosh Mikedem Nesuchas of Maseh B'machshavas Chila Adodi Likras Kala Nei Shabbos Nekavila Mikdash Melech Ir Melucha Umizi Midacha Havecha Ravlo Sheves Yemech Havacha V'yachamo Lola Yechem Lecha Adodi Raskala Bnei Shabbos Nekavila Mikdash Melech Ir Melucha Umiti Midacha Havecha Ravlo Shabbos Yemech Havacha V'yachamo Alayechem Lo Lecha Dodi Raskala Bnei Shabbos Nekavila Hisariri is Oriri Kiva Ore Kumi Uri Uri Shirda Beri Avod Hashem Olayich Nigla Lecha Dodi Lekras Kala Nei Shabbos Nekabila Lo Se Voshiv Lo Si Kami Made Joichari Yumadami Bahol Yesu Niyami v'nivnesa iralti la lecha dodi Kaskala v'nei Shabbos nekabela Yamin uzmal defroti Yes Hashem nariti al yaveni Shavei zalachmi Karva el nafshigi yahala lecha nodi lekras kala Nei Shabbos nekavila Boi v'shalom nateres bala Gambiri na'uvitza hala Tochem unei am tzigula Boi kala lecha dodi Kaskala v'nei Shabbos nekavila. This week's Torah portion in Vayesha, we learn the sad story of Joseph and his brothers. Joseph, as we know, was the son of Rachel, who passed away in last week's portion, who was a more beloved wife to Jacob, to his father. And Jacob treated him extra special from the fact that he came from his wife, Rachel, from the fact that at this point he was an orphan after losing his mother. And the brothers became jealous of him, and as the story goes, the brothers sold him down to Egypt, where eventually the Jewish people would go themselves, and the beginning of the slavery for 200 years would begin, all from this act of hatred from the brothers towards Joseph. And yet when Joseph goes down, a very odd thing happens. Being sold by your brothers into slavery is a terrible, terrible thing, where God made a tiniest small miracle. The wagon going down to Egypt was a wagon filled with fragrant spices, and nice smelling items to make Joseph's journey a little bit better. And the lesson we learn from here is that even in difficult times, look for the silver lining, look for things which are going well, look for things that God does to make things a little bit easier to ease the pain. We understand that God is there with us. Even in these difficult moments, we truly understand that God is with us every single step of the way. Don olam asher v'tarem kol yitzir nivra v'yeis nasa v'chefso kol azay melech shemo nikra v'yacharei keklos hakol levahado yimloch nora v'oya mehu hover hu yihye b'sefara v'hu echad v'yenjen Am Shilo Lahachmira Vili Rashid Vili Sachvis Hello Zahamisra Avihu Chayli Vigai Goli Turchemli Viyes Nasa Vonisi Umanosli Vinas Kosi Bihom Ekra Viyahado Afkidru Esishan Viyahira Viyimruchi Giviyasi Adoshem Li Velo Ira. I'm going to have a happy and healthy Shabbat, a great weekend. We'll see everybody next week.